Okay, great evening. I had somebody ask if Tammy Faye Baker has anything to impart to us, and I can just see her standing there. Just feel her, standing there in real high heels. But it's, that immediately got that feeling that she's saying that, she was really ashamed of some things that she was involved with here. And she goes, and that voice of hers, and there's nothing hidden up here. you can't hide anything. But the love of Christ is so great. I just hear her talking about that nothing's hidden there. And she was very ashamed to, like when Christ come near, she's like this, very ashamed. And, but she said, no, he's, the loving, could feel that loving grace there. And I just keep feeling the impression of that voice she has, that squeaky voice. Okay, so I want to see, what she's got to say here. What kind of words do you want to give us here? So let me pull some cards and see if we can get a message from Tammy Faye. I just feel her over there. Oh, you don't need those cards. You don't need Just bear with me. Okay. Well, this is interesting. Let me see what else we get here. So what do you have to tell us from the other side? What kind of words can you give us from the other side? I have a fear saying, just follow the light of Christ. Just follow the light of Christ. Okay, so I'm getting this message. We have double magicians here. To affect change. And I've got the feeling of the light, like she was saying, the light of Christ, follow the light of Christ, just be, and he'll provide the passageway. And it's like that feeling of nothing's impossible. Okay, nothing's impossible. Yeah, I just, here with all that makeup on and what was it? Oh yeah, like nothing's impossible. Nothing's impossible. Yeah, with the light of Christ, it shows the way. Pray and be sincere in that, and the doors will be open. The passageway, the doors will be opened to you. There's nothing that God can't do. And don't do like I did and go down the wrong path and get, enchanted with money and stuff. I feel like she's saying that, she went into it with good intentions, but then things got out of hand. Yeah, I went in with good intention, but things got out of hand. Okay. So we've got the bottom, the page, we've got, walking your walk. We've got above it the card of hope. Okay. So this is the past. Things come in that you're not wanting. Then you need to walk the walk and have the hope. Okay. And just hold to the strength and the truth. Don't move from the truth. What else do we have? Yeah, because, you know, all the energy, everything is there with Christ, with God, you know, for all those things that are floating around there. You know, first you have a cognition of it, and then you hold to the light, and the things that are meant for you will be there, and continue to listen to the message. Okay. We got the fish there, the message of Christ. Okay. And so that's what I'm getting from her. I just keep seeing her with that saying, nothing's impossible, nothing's impossible. But, you know, don't get lost like she did. Don't get lost like she did. And she's really, I just, I feel her kind of crying and just going, you know, I'm really praying for her husband, for her ex, you know, that he's really gone off the wrong way, and I pray for him every day, and she hopes he repents and turns himself around. You know, it's still not too late, but he's got to turn things around. He has to confess, and he has to repent. And I just feel her saying, it's all under Christ. It's all under Christ. It's all under Christ. Yeah, and I just feel her like, you know, really crying that out, that she wished so something she could do, but he has to do it. He has to do it. And that's it. I feel her kind of receding back. Yeah, I just feel her energy dissipating. But yeah, she felt very much like she was in life, you know, just small but bigger than life. And with that voice, she's got that very distinct voice, you know. And it's kind of odd. It's like, how do you explain it? It's more like feeling the voice rather than you hear it somewhat, but it's not like loud audible. It's more like impressing something on you, impressing it on you. And that you remember her voice, and it translates into her voice is the only way I can describe it. Yeah, but that's what I'm getting from her, just to have faith, and that, you know, nothing's impossible with God. And so with the double magician, and this wasn't a feeling like the magician, like a manipulation. It was that, you know, anything can be made manifest, can come through if you have that faith. Yeah, I just had a feeling like when she was in form here, she would say, God can move mountains. God can move mountains. Oh, my Betty by nighty night time almost. What is this? Oh, it said Melissa Etheridge and her partner, they had a 21-year-old son that just died. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. Okay, he was lost to opioid addiction. Yep, that's sad. So anyway, that's what I get from Tammy Faye. And just that thing, I really didn't need that big room with all those shoes. I really didn't need any of that, you know. And it was, again, that feeling that she was feeling like she started out, you know, with good intentions, but things just got out of control. And she went along with the program, you know. And I just feel it just makes me almost again feel like, you know, tears welling up that she's so sorrowful for Jim. That he's really in her heart and she wants to, yeah, just feeling like he's so lost. Yeah. And you know, sometimes when you tune into somebody, you feel they impress those emotions on you. Yeah, all of a sudden you just get this wave of emotion. You know it's not yours, you know. So they impress this emotion on you and impress these feelings and these words. That's the best way I can describe it. It's kind of like sort of hearing them, but it's more of this feeling of impressing it into you. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to leave this here. And then somebody was asking about Jim Baker. Let me see what the question was with that. Oh, I think he's had a stroke. I think it's had something to do with he's had a stroke. What is it? It's not that. Where is it? Yeah, Jim Baker had a stroke and is being investigated for trying to sell some phony virus treatment. Okay. So, let me turn on some. Let's see, what can you tell me about Jim Baker? He did not age well. That's all I can say. Oh my God. I couldn't believe when I saw him this last time. He's bald, and yeah. So what's up with Jim Baker? What can you tell me about Jim Baker? Here first. Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor. Let's see what else we get with this. Can you tell me about Jim Baker? Emperor. The worker. Worker bee. And what else can you tell me about Jim Baker? Well, these cards are a little bit, they're waxy, and oh, it's kind of sticky. Breathe. Okay. Breath. I wanted to pull another card up here. See something. Can you tell me about Jim Baker? Can you tell me about Jim Baker? The other card I got with the Emperor is the Six of Swords. Like, you know, he's traveling, being pulled through this. So maybe he'll make it through the stroke. Either that or he's being pulled on the other side, but we'll see. Worker, centered. Worker be centered. And let's see what we have for breath here. So the Emperor is feeling to me kind of like he was an A-type personality. Breath, breakthrough. We have a breakthrough going through here. Breathing a breakthrough. Let's see what else we've got with this. He might have been an A-type personality that was quite busy all the time. Okay. The breath breakthrough, maybe he's, well, let me do the bottom ones and see what we get with this. Okay. Magician again. Above it. Fool. Going into it. His money things and the family. Okay, I don't know if he's going to make it through. She may be, you know, like I said, she's got that thing, you know, and I could feel that, that she's praying for him. And we've got the magicians again that, you know, change and hoping he changes his way. The Fool for me is your direction in life, that their path you're walking. And of course, you know, she wants that to, yeah, she's holding to strength. But he's manipulated things, yeah. He pushed and tried to get away with a bunch of stuff, and now he's tied up. So, yeah. So I'm just getting the feeling of the mixed thing. I think he's kind of really in probably a difficult place now, and she is trying to pray for him to get him to change and repent before it's too late, because he's tried to get away with things that's got him tied up now. Yeah, it's feeling like this is a kind of a make or break time for him. Yeah, the breath, we've got the worker be the center, we've got the Emperor, and then Six of Swords trying to pull through this, being pulled through with the breathing and stuff. The breath's got a breakthrough going through with that. And then, yeah, seeing the past stuff that he's done. And then she's trying to pray and intercede, you know, trying to reach him on some level to change, you know, repent and change. And I just felt her again with that. Like when she was, they had that show that she was, you know, she gets that so excited and you know, yeah. So we'll have to see what happens with him. He's had the stroke. Like I said, we've got him there, but we've got trying to pull it through, trying to pull him through the breath. We've got the breakthrough. We've got the workers, you know, trying to get centered and trying to get him to change his path. Because you're looking, you know, forward at all this stuff that he's been involved with, that he's going to have to come to terms with. But I'm feeling, you know, it's like it's up to him. You can try and pray and intercede for people, but it comes up to them. They have free will. Like you cannot force somebody to change, and you cannot but she's trying to give him every opportunity that there is, trying to reach out to him and you know. So that's what I'm getting for Jim and Tammy. I think he's still in kind of, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's still in crisis thing, or you know, if you have the stroke, you've got to start working on things again right away to come out of it as much as possible. Yeah, I just keep... Yeah, there are consequences for his actions. Yeah, and I just keep feeling that she's just overly, really feeling that she's very emotional about this. And trying to, you know, trying to reach to him, trying to, you know, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to leave this here.